Are you ready for another Q&A? This time it's for Instagram.
Sonny Daniel advertisers.
What's up, everybody? We doing an Instagram Q&A today. I just got up, man. I look kind of like I just got up. What do you like to do when you feel sad? I don't really get sad. I get kind of angry, a little bit upset, like a little bit like annoyed. Usually I just rant to myself. Like I be in this bit like,
bruh, like, man, what the man? Like, ain't nobody rocking with me like I'm rocking with myself. Like, I can't count on nobody to do nothing for me.
in here arguing with myself basically, and I vent to myself, so it works. It seems to work out perfectly. What motivates you? Honestly, a lot of times I end up motivating myself, or I'll see something. It kind of goes back to my last Q&A. Make sure y'all go check out all the Q&A videos because they lit. Just wanting to be successful, man. Wanting to have things that I know the only way I'm gonna get is if I work and be successful. So that motivates me to keep putting out content, motivates me to keep coming back doing stuff. Also, y'all, just the engagement with y'all that I can help y'all, and we like a little army, man, and I rock with that. King Los, when we playing Fortnite or Black Ops? Soon, bruh, soon. When I get back on the gaming, I'm gonna hit you up. When you gonna put an official schedule from when you and what you post? That's probably not gonna happen. What's the most important thing to you? I'm gonna definitely have to say my mom. Like, my mom is the most important thing to me. That's not a thing though, that's a person. I mean, technically my mom is the most important thing to me, but if you're talking about a thing, like an actual thing, not a person, probably my laptop. Heavens, baby girl, if you were to die today, what legacy would you leave behind? That's one of the reasons why I do YouTube, man. I love the fact that if anything ever did happen to me, I will continue to live on for eternity online. I have so much content. I think I got 1,600 videos on YouTube. Stuff lives on, man. When you online, you live on. Do you like Billie Eilish? I don't know who Billie Eilish is. That's the girl I keep seeing memes on. I got like 3 of them in my camera roll right now.
I don't wanna be.
I've never heard the real version of that meme. By the way, if you know how to do that effect, please let me know, because I need somebody that knows how to do that effect on my videos sometime. When will you start music? Bruh, soon. I need to start soon, like now, so I can get a song ready in the summer. Y'all know I got good songs, I gotta make some. Thoughts on veganism? Man, look, shout out to the vegans, man. Much respect to the vegans. Veganism is something, I didn't even know it was a word, but veganism is something that I really respect. Y'all are the future, man. Y'all really are the future. A lot of meat eaters be like hating vegans and stuff, but really it ain't no hate, man. It ain't no hate at all for me, because I envy y'all. Like, I try to get away from meat together. Like, I probably could become politarian or a pescatarian, where I'm just eating chicken and fish, or just fish. Could definitely leave beef and pork alone. I probably couldn't go that far to be a vegan, but I could definitely do some pescatarian or politarian action. So yeah, man, much love to the vegans, man, for sure. What's your biggest accomplishment? My biggest accomplishment is this, all of this, man. My whole name now is becoming something. That's my biggest accomplishment, is myself, really. Would you consider doing game reviews? 100%. I'm gonna start getting away from just like gaming all the time and get more into like real videos like this. Like me and you sit down and we talk about the new Nintendo Switch case or the new Pokemon game. Yeah, this is a piece of styrofoam, but it's a Pokemon game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm gonna start doing that more with gaming instead of playing the game all the way through, because I feel like people don't really watch that no more. Shout out to Thomas, man. He said, you gonna be the best YouTuber star out here or no? I'm definitely gonna be the best YouTuber star out here, bruh. Mostly with people like you behind me, you feel me? What do you use in your hair? It always looks amazing. I appreciate that, J Princess. I don't really put nothing in my hair. I put some lotion in it. I put a little PNG file of it up right now. Yeah, that's all I put in my hair. I wash my hair, it's soaking wet. When I get out, I just kind of pat dry it and throw that lotion in it and then just let it air dry. It stiffens up and it just kind of locks those curls in and makes my hair more defined with curls, because if I just wash my hair and let it air dry, I got some Brillo pad action going. What's your advice on approaching new people? Just be normal, man. Just go up to them just like you go up to one of your friends and just be like, hey, what's up? Such and such. Make some conversation. Like, say you see a girl in the Best Buy and she looking at the laptops. Just go up to her and be like, hey, you know the MacBook Pros is the best laptops out here? Something like that. Something simple, man. Just start a little conversation, but don't be weird about it. Kiana, man, shout out to Kiki. She asked me on Snapchat, how do you feel about doing a meetup? I would love to do meetups. meetups with y'all. Like, to be honest with you, it's something that I really want to do in the future. I just don't know right now if I'm big enough to do meetups. Like, the last thing I want to do is make this a meetup and it be all raw and all of this, and then nobody come. Then I'll be salty. You gotta translate your online subscribers and supporters and people that rock with you to real life people that rock with you. And I know I got a lot of real life people that rock with me, but they scattered all around the world. So I don't know if a meetup at the moment is the best idea, but if I had a pretty strong supporter base in a certain city or a certain place, then yeah, I probably would do one. And the second question is a kids marry or kiss? And the girls are Madison Beer, Rihanna, or Ariana Grande. Now that's a good question. So I had to have kids with one of them, marry one of them, and kiss the other one. Well, I'm sorry, Rihanna. I gotta just kiss Rihanna, because Rihanna, she cool, but she ain't the other two. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You gotta add the new one, man. I got a new celebrity base. I think I'm gonna have kids with Madison, because I think me and Madison will make some good looking kids. I'm gonna marry Ariana. There you go. That's a hard choice though. Ask me more questions like that though. I like those. Are you a neat freak? Look at my background. Not only am I a neat freak, I'm also a symmetrical freak. So everything needs to like be two of everything. It's kind of crazy, but I love symmetricness, and that's not a word. I love things being symmetrical, and I love things being neat. And what's crazy is I wasn't like this when I was younger. Like when I was 15, 16, 17, I wasn't like this, man. As soon as I turned 20, we bought a new house. Ever since then, I just have been a neat freak. Like I've wanted everything to stay clean, stay nice, stay neat, know where everything is. And it's just like, from now on, man, I'm a neat freak and a symmetrical freak. And I joke about it all the time. Like if somebody buy me something like decoration or something, I always need two of them. So I could put one on each side or something like that. So yeah, I'm definitely a neat freak. What's your favorite Netflix show? I don't really be on Netflix that hard, man. Like the thing is people be telling me about Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon, the stuff that they got on there. And I want to go on there and I want to watch stuff, but I be so busy like editing and stuff, man. Like I really don't even be having time to sit down and watch nothing. But the last thing I watched on Netflix was Bird Box. Bird Box was a good joint, even though I think the ending could have been better, but I still like Bird Box. My favorite show though, I can't think of nothing, man. I haven't watched nothing on Netflix like a series in so long. Favorite song at the moment, Gunsmoke by 21. That's my favorite joint right now.
Like look at Savage, look as he think it's huh? I think I am when I'm round with his stick, huh? I think I am cause I just that nigga, huh?
When are you gonna do a live stream? That's a good question. I really don't know. Like what kind of live stream would y'all want to see? Would y'all want to see like a live stream like this? Like where I'm live streaming answering questions, or would you rather see a live stream of me like playing Fortnite or The Sims or something? Let me know. I'm an industrial designer, so I was wondering if you need any designs. I always need designs, man. Send them to my DMs. I can't go to your page from here. I'm gonna go check out your designs after this. Yeah, man, designs. I always need designers, artists, editors, musicians, beat makers, all of y'all, man. Just hit my DMs with your stuff, cause I love working with people and we can make something together. I love collabing with people and making stuff happen, man. How you gonna be hella fine and not model? I love that question. Y'all know I love when y'all compliment how fine I am. I'm just saying. I'm not conceited. I just love it. You know what I mean? Do you stand Luna? Definitely. Can you play The Sims 3 again? Maybe. I might go back to playing The Sims 3. I'm really trying to get more on this stuff though with y'all so we can get more stuff like this popping. What camera do you work with? Man, my main camera, and I gotta say this camera is well worth all the money that it costs. Sony RX100 Mark V. I think the Mark 6 just came out. It's got better zoom, but this 100% is worth the $1,000, $1,200 that this camera costs, because not only does it have great quality, you can tweak the stuff to however you want to tweak it. So like this picture profile that I'm always using is unique to me because I tweaked it. I turned up the contrast, I made the blacks darker. You could always tweak it to how you want it to look, and it can go in your pocket. This camera is so small it can go in your pocket. It's smaller than my iPhone in width and in height. It's thicker, but it's small. So definitely the RX100 Mark V. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Rena said, not a question, but I love you. Love you too, Rena, man. You always showing hella love. And you know what? Instagram is always putting your content on my explore page of you singing. So you doing something right on Instagram because they keep promoting you. Are you going to do another Dying Light 2 series when it comes out? I think I will, man. I think I will. Even the old one is good, and that was like 3-4 years ago. What's your race? And also love you. Love you too. I'll put a family portrait up and you see my little light-skinned ass in that red shirt. I'm not with all that race stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to stop talking about it so much so we can move past it. Because I'm trying to talk to these extraterrestrials. I'm trying to see what's out there on Mars, Zeta Reticuli, the Greys, all of that, man. So I'm trying to move forward. So, you know, I hope y'all are joining me. Do you watch any anime? No, I never really got into anime, but I love anime. Like, I didn't know I liked anime until Bro Rob Harris told me, actually. Final Fantasy VII, best game and to me in the entire world that has ever been made was Final Fantasy VII. Game was amazing. And he was like, bro, you know that's anime pretty much. And I'm like, really? So I'll definitely rock with anime. I just never really got into no series and stuff like that. Definitely have checked out plenty of hentai though. And you know, I mean, it's all lit. You know what I mean? Worst childhood punishment. Bro, I'm about to sound like grandpa real quick, but taking my TV away, man. But my parents wouldn't let me watch TV, bro. That was the worst punishment I think I could ever have. Just because back in them days, back in the 90s, you didn't have a phone, you know, you didn't have anything that really didn't work with the TV. Real entertainment. You couldn't play the games. You couldn't do none of that without the TV, man. So definitely the TV. And that was like the worst punishment that they ever gave me. Like, I'd take a whooping, I'd take a whatever, but you get rid of the TV and it's just like, ooh, that used to hurt my heart. And it didn't happen too often just because, like, I think my parents knew how bad of a punishment that was at that time. So I remember this one time I couldn't watch TV for like 2 or 3 days. It was like so boring in my room. Like, I was reading these books about hamsters and stuff. Like, it was so boring, man. And my parents' room was right next to mine because of course we lived in a little apartment. So when I went to bed, I would like put my head up against the wall, and my dad and mom used to be watching like Martin and Living Single, and I used to just listen to them through the wall, and that was like my form of entertainment. Yeah, that was my worst punishment. Probably nowadays y'all would say y'all phone, but for me, TV. Where do you see yourself in a year? Honestly, right where I am right now. I'm just gonna want to see bigger numbers under my name. Instead of 309,000, I want to see like 1.5 million. You see what I'm saying? Instead of 50 comments, I want to see 1,500 comments. Instead of 200 likes, I want to see 3,000 likes. Pretty much just that, man. Putting out good content, growing, getting my channel going in another direction and still being good. Because my channel is right now, it's just like, people say my channel died, but I feel like my channel was never really alive because the only thing that was really keeping me alive was these viral sim videos that really had nothing to do with me. People was just clicking on them because they was going viral. So I feel like now I'm growing an actual fan base with y'all and really communicating with y'all and making an actual fan base that can support me and help me grow and achieve my goals, and in the meantime help y'all achieve y'all goals and give y'all good advice and all of that through this kind of video. Is it possible that we'll see another collab with me and Heart? 100%. I told Heart she could hit me up whenever she needs some voiceover acting. She can hit me up with anything. Me and Heart tight, so yeah, 100% you'll be seeing something from me and Heart in the future. And on the real, if I'm ever out there in Cali, I think that's where Heart is. If I'm ever out there in Cali, we'll definitely link up and do videos and stuff like that and put in work for sure. So yeah, you'll see some more collabs. Celebrity crush. I don't really have the celebrity crushes like I used to, because I used to have one, of course, on Madison Beer and Ariana, and then Daniela Perkins. They fly, but I don't really have a crush on them. They just fly to me. Do you speak German? 1, 2, 5, wie geht's? Guten Tag. A little bit of German. I don't know that much because my mom knows more than I know, and she don't know that much, so I didn't really learn that much either. What should you do to somebody that's talking smack about you before the point you getting ready to fight them? I'm gonna be real with you. I had a situation like this in school. I don't think he was talking no mess about me, but he kept pushing his desk on me. Kept pushing his desk because I was sitting in front of him. He kept pushing his desk on me, right? I was like, man, quit. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Man, quit. Stop. Boom, boom, boom. That 3rd or 4th time he did it, I got up and we started banging off top. It was like the 3rd or 4th time, and that's just how I am personally. I'm a very chill. I'm chill. Silverback gorilla. That's just me. Like that time I almost got in a fight with this ballet dude in Vegas just a couple years ago, which I'm so glad that dude walked away, because I would have ripped his face off and I would have went to jail, and that wouldn't have been good time. So I'm so glad he walked away. Shout out to you for walking away, because you did not want the smoke, bruh. It was the same with him. Like the Uber pulled up, I got in. He closed the door on me. I let it slide. Open the door again. Closed the door on me. Let it slide. Then he said something about 86ing me off the property, and that just hit me. And then the Silverback throwback came out, man. It was straight finito at that point, and it was just like, it was on, man. So if he wouldn't have walked away, if he would have been like, all right, what's up, it would have been over with. I think when people talk smack to you, you let it go. You tell them to stop, be cordial, like, hey, yo, man, I ain't feeling that. Stop, you feel me? Stop. If they don't stop, you gonna have to bang, because they don't listen. People don't listen. They only listen when you slap the shit out of them. So you might have to fight somebody depending on the situation. Try to handle it outside of school so you don't get in trouble. That's all I can tell you. How are you so humble? I think being confident in yourself, you don't really need to be extra and be like, oh, like just be confident, and you kind of humbleness kind of comes with it. You know what you got, you know who you are, so you don't really have a reason to like show off and be to people. Like confident people are usually somewhat humble, just raised right, I guess. Got more like a southern hospitality type vibe. What's the hardest thing you ever had to deal with? I'm gonna leave this on this one, man. Definitely my dad dying, man. That was number one, the hardest thing I've ever gone through. Like, I ain't never cried that much in my whole life. I cried a full ass like 6-7 hours, man. Like, when I woke up the next day, my eyes was hurting. Like, that's how much I was crying. But he died here at the house, man. It was just, I mean, we knew it was coming, so that was like, at least I knew it was coming, but it was one of the hardest things, because me and my dad was like best friends. You know, that was definitely one of the hardest things I've ever dealt with, and still feel it to this day. Like, he was like me, but he was more like charismatic. He was happy. He always made you laugh, shit like that. I'm not really like that by myself. I'm more chill, laid back, so he brought that fun, goofy side out, even though he was, back in the day, he was in the streets and stuff. He grew from that and really became like cool, man. Like, I don't know, it was definitely a void though. Definitely the hardest thing I've ever dealt with, just because he was still young. Like, I wasn't expecting it to happen so fast. Like, he had died from cancer, so you know, it took about 6 months and it was done. It was messed up though, for sure. And then a couple months, like a year later, my grandma died. Definitely the deaths in my family, man. But when you go through stuff that hard, it makes little stuff in life, like, that's petty, that's little stuff. Like, it really makes you grow and mature quickly when you deal with death like that, mostly that close to you. Yeah, to see somebody die in front of you, man, like, you seen some for real. But I'm gonna end this on that, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for showing love on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you go follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna be doing more Q&As, pop-up Q&As like this. Make sure you hitting that like button. Make sure you commenting your questions down below. And if you're not a person that comments often, man, just comment. Just comment something, man. I challenge you. You know what I'm saying? It's the Sonny Daniel comment challenge. If you never posted a comment before, post one today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.
Let me see you dance. I love to watch you dance.